Michael Clark reporting to you from Quebec City, and we are here for the 2012 Toyota Yaris launch. With me is John Paul Farag. He is the go-to for the 2012 Yaris. He knows all things Yaris. He actually is related to Uncle Yaris, and he joins us now. John Paul, thank you for being on the road trip.
Oh, my pleasure. Nice to be here.
So let's get into the vehicle itself. It's one that, of course, as we knew it, started life as the Echo, then, of course, evolved into the Yaris. But what is interesting is why we're launching here in Quebec and what that Quebec story means to Yaris. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, Yaris has a rich history in Quebec, and like you mentioned, the Echo as well. Quebec is one of our largest markets for the Yaris, and for subcompacts and compact cars in general. It's more of an urban center, tighter streets, and these types of vehicles are sought after by the consumers here because of their agility, but also their versatility, and especially with the new Yaris, you can see that it serves not only a purpose as a commuter vehicle in an urban setting, but also a family vehicle for many Quebecers.
So when we take a look at the vehicle now, we do see something that is definitely different in respect to some of the styling cues, but we should also get into why those styling cues are occurring, especially for aerodynamics and keeping the Yaris as efficient as it is.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll notice that the Yaris is now, it's a little bit lower than the previous generation, but it's also a little bit longer, and that really does a lot to increase interior space. So you're ending up with a lot more cargo volume, a lot more room for passengers. On the outside, though, the look of the vehicle is much more streamlined, a little bit more aggressive looking, a little lower. And as you mentioned, the aerodynamics have been addressed because, as we know, aerodynamics is a big part of reducing fuel consumption, improving the efficiency of the vehicle, also reducing noise and vibration and harshness while you're driving. So we've looked at all aspects of the body design, even down to the side view mirrors and underneath the vehicle and the corners around the bumpers. Every little bit helps to improve the way the vehicle moves through the air.
Well, the other thing that's interesting about how the vehicle moves is it's doing it with proven powertrains, the 1.5-liter 106 horsepower 4, as well as the 5-speed manual and the 4-speed automatic. A lot of people might be concerned about that, especially with all the talk we've been hearing about 6 speeds for just about everything. So let's get an understanding as to why you didn't need to go there.
Well, our goal was to use a technology and a powertrain system that's been proven, that's been reliable and dependable for our consumers in the past, and that's why we're continuing to use the 1.5 liter, as you mentioned, with the option of a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. Those specific transmission choices allow us to keep the weight down, the complexity down of those components, to keep our cost of ownership and cost of operation low for consumers, because we know the consumers in this segment are value oriented. They want the best value package for their dollar, and we think by offering this specific package with the improvements of the new Yaris that they're going to get what they're after.
Well, also what they're not going to get is that pain in their neck that they used to get from tilting to the side to look at the center mount pod for the instrument panel. So we have a new instrument panel. Let's get into that.
That's right. The instrument panel's been moved now directly in front of the driver's field of vision. We did get some feedback that in this specific segment of the market, in this specific vehicle, that was a preference. So that's instrument cluster has moved in front of the driver, and also the old vertical stack of audio controls and climate controls has been moved. It's now horizontally placed across the dash. So you'll notice when you get inside, much higher quality interior, more roomy feel, more space in actuality, and then when you go into the back, more leg space, and then more cargo behind the seats with standard 60-40 split seats. So very versatile, for hauling cargo or for transporting people or both, and overall a great package for families or individuals.
Well, one of the first cars we drove today was the 3-door hatch, the $13,990 special, the price special. And something like that, actually what struck me about it is the fact that even at a car at that level, we're actually getting into soft touch interior pieces.
Absolutely, and that was one of the goals of this vehicle, was really to enhance the feel of the interior. We hear still a lot of misconceptions that just because a car is in the subcompact segment that perhaps it's of lower quality, but with the Yaris it's proof that someone can have a vehicle that's small, that's agile, versatile, but still of incredible quality, incredible dependability and reliability. So that's one of the key features, I think, of the new Yaris is not only the looks on the outside, the new handling, the new versatility and space, but also the quality of the interior.
Well, and of course the name SE means quite a bit when it comes to different Toyota models. Of course, the Camry SE just being launched. So now the smaller but certainly certainly robust cousin, the SE Yaris 5-door hatch, is actually going to be coming to market with a little bit more enhancements than people would expect, especially when it comes to braking and suspension.
That's right. So the specialty suspension, or specially tuned suspension, and steering to give it a more sporty feel, more aggressive feel on the road. Standard bodywork like rear spoilers, side spoilers, special grills to kind of differentiate it from its other trim levels. Standard fog lights, 4-disc brakes, so 4 discs on all corners, and some other just styling cues, some chrome accents, some chrome tipped exhaust, just to set it apart, give it a more sporty appearance, as well as the interior. You'll notice some design cues that set it apart from its cousins, I guess.
And we understand that Bluetooth has arrived for all ranges.
It has, yeah. At Toyota, we're noticing that Bluetooth or hands-free operation of the phone is becoming mandatory in a lot of places in Canada. More provinces are introducing legislation. So we're decided to offer Bluetooth standard because we know more and more people want to stay connected but also want to be operating their vehicle in the safest manner possible. So we're happy to offer that standard on the new Yaris across the lineup.
Great. So when it comes to some of the people that are looking at these vehicles, now we have to understand that there's been a bit of a movement in respect to the industry in regards to let's see how much equipment we can throw at the customer and see if that is going to be able to sway them. Tell us a little bit about the Toyota philosophy when it comes to why you can't get rear heated seats yet in a Yaris.
Right. Well, and our approach really has been to offer different vehicles for different people in different places. And that's, if you look across the Toyota and Scion lineup, we offer 10 small cars across those two lineups. So there's a car for every person, whether they're looking for the latest in the advanced technology. We have hybrids to suit that need. Whether they're looking for a micro car in our IQ, or whether they're looking for a reliable, dependable value package in the new Yaris. There's something for everyone, and our approach has been to offer variety so that everyone in the market can find a car that suits their needs and their lifestyle.
Well, we're definitely interested here at the road trip. Can't wait till you get the TRD Supercharger bolt-on for it. John Paul Farag, thank you for being on the road trip.
Thanks very much.
Michael Clark reporting to you from